Hey you guys, it's me Gemstone from www.thebeautyinspirit.com. I hope you guys are doing really well. This is your monthly astrological video for the month of November. And yes, I wanted to say a big thank you to all of you guys. Thank you so much for rating, commenting, subscribing, and all that great stuff. You're helping me to live my life purpose and do what I enjoy doing. And I am so very, very grateful to you for that. Something I wanted to ask you guys is to let me know about the times that I make these videos, because right now I'm doing them more towards the ending of the month. I don't know if you guys would like to see them earlier than that, and if you would, just let me know, and just leave me a comment at the bottom of this video. So yes, what I'm going to be doing is starting off with Aries like I usually do. I'm going to be starting off with all the fire signs, and yes, I'm going to see what is coming through for you, starting off with your professional life, then your personal life, and then your spiritual life, and then I will end with pulling a soul coaching oracle card to serve as your advice card. So let's see what is coming up for you this month, Aries. What I can see for you is that you're gonna be, I think you are looking for progression in your work, and this month I think that you will get it. I think that if you are wanting to advance in your career, these cards like that I'm seeing are really positive for that, for you to hear that, okay, a position has opened up for you, or maybe you are applying for something that is more senior and you get the job. But there's some good news coming through when it comes to you um being in a more senior position in your work. And I feel like this senior position is going to be could be a really cushy position for you. It could be a position that brings in much more money, that is really going to help you in terms of having some, more sort of disposable cash, where you might be able to even be able to afford some more luxuries for yourself and live a little bit more comfortably with this better salary. But yeah, it's looking really positive for work. Something is definitely coming through fast, so it could even be that this opportunity comes like towards the beginning of November. But it's coming in fast, but it's very positive for you. So those are your work cards. Now when I see your relationship cards are quite different. On the other hand, it looks like a situation may come into your relationship that challenges the relationship. Is something that is unexpected. It could even mean that you and your partner might be having more disagreements with one another, or it could be a situation where there is a breakdown in this relationship. It doesn't necessarily mean that you guys are going to stop being together. What this can mean as well is that something may come in that may test the relationship, but the reason why this is happening, on sort of the bigger, I guess, life purpose reason why this might be taking place, is it is a test of your relationship, and it is a test to see, I guess, how committed the two of you are to one another. It's not like I'm saying that it's gonna mean like, oh, that somebody else is gonna be coming in. It could, but it may not necessarily mean that. But what it is showing is that this is a test of your relationship. It's a test to see how strong this relationship is. For relationships that are very strong, you'll find that you'll be able to get through whatever comes up, and it's almost like it would change the relationship in an even better way, because then you two will be able to see that, like, wow, like, we got through this, we're still together, we're still hanging in there. And I feel like for a lot of you guys that are in relationships, it's saying that your relationship will be able to sustain what is happening right now. You will be able to get through it. It's going to be a testing time, and the two of you might even find that you butt heads because of this incident, whatever comes up. But it's saying that if you guys are really committed to one another, if you guys also can can maintain your composure and not be so caught up in whatever the problem is, but be able to connect with each other on a deeper, more emotional level, then you may actually be able to get through this, because these cards could also indicate an argument with arguments that take place between the two of you. But it's saying, instead of focusing on the arguments or any issues that arise, if you guys can see how much you really care for each other and connect to each other on a more heartfelt level, then you'll be able to sort of diffuse whatever is going on, and you'll be able to get through it together. So those are pretty good cards, even though considering. But yeah, and your spirituality cards also, it seems like they're referring to a relationship as well. I think your spirituality cards are kind of showing that a relationship that you are in um is going to be more stable, which is no surprise, because it's about what is going on um in your relationship cards. Because like I said, you're going to get through the difficult time, and it's almost like you're going to be able to see that, wow, like me and you are really committed to one another, and we really do have something that can be long term between the two of us. It might mean that this new stability in the relationship is something that comes in very, very new, but it's a really positive thing, because it shows that, okay, there is something between us, that there's something here that is special, and it is worth, seeing how far this relationship goes. And so it's like the two of you can become closer at this time. I feel like what it means for you, though, individually, um is is that sometimes we learn things through the relationships that we're in on a spiritual level. We learn a lot about ourselves when we are confronted with any kind of issue that arises, and we can learn things even from our partner. And I feel like that's what you're going through. There's something that you are going to learn from this incident that is with your partner, that is going to almost help you in terms of understanding maybe more about who you are as a person. So that's really interesting. And if you are single, it may not necessarily be the month where you meet somebody, but it's weird. It's like for the single Aries, you might be feeling like you want to progress into a relationship of sorts, but there's some kind of concern about it. So you might actually have somebody in mind, but you are concerned about things progressing with them, because you're uncertain about this person, you're uncertain about the outcome of this relationship. So I would say, if you are feeling that, if you meet somebody and you are feeling that kind of way, then I would say definitely take things slow. Or if there is any like really cause of concerns or red flags concerning this other person, it might be a case of just seeing how you feel on an intuitive level about it, and really questioning whether it's worth trying to pursue something or not. So yeah. Okay, so those are the Aries cards. So let's see what is coming up as your advice card from the Soul Coaching Oracle cards. And we have the Beauty card. Ooh, that's nice. And it says, Beauty, I am deeply and profoundly beautiful. Oh. To me, this card is saying that you are going to definitely be more in tune with your authentic self, Aries. And you're going to be seeing yourself in a light that really is like you're seeing the positive aspects of yourself. You're seeing the beauty that is in your life and the beauty that is within you as an individual. So what I sense for you is that you are coming more into your own, and you are really beginning to appreciate yourself, appreciate people around you, and even the things that are going on in your life. So and I feel like this is about the authentic you. So this isn't about beauty in terms of makeup and stuff like that. But I feel like it's the real beauty within yourself, the authentic beauty, the natural beauty that exudes and resonates within you. So lovely card. So now I'm going to move on to the next sign, which is going to be the Leo Lions. We're going to see what is coming up for you. And I want to say to you guys, if you didn't see my introduction video, thank you so much for rating, commenting, subscribing, and ordering readings from me. I'm so very grateful for every single one of you. And also something that I've been thinking about is, tell me whether you are okay with the way I'm making these videos. Like right now I'm doing them more towards the ending of the month. If you want to see them earlier in the month, do let me know. Write me a comment at the bottom of this video if you would like that to change. So let's see what is coming up for you, Leo. I'm going to be pulling cards for you to see what is going on in your professional life, personal life, and spiritual life, and then I'm going to end it with a advice card from the Soul Coaching Oracle card deck. So when it comes to your professional life, Leo, I feel like there is going to be some really big changes when it comes to your work. Things are definitely changing for you. I feel like it could be the structure of your work changes. When I mean the structure, I mean it could be that you've been in a job for quite some time and then all of a sudden you're under new management. They do things completely differently. The rules have changed. Or it could be a case of, for some of you guys, it could be that you're moving from one job into another job that is very different. But there's definitely some kind of transformations when it comes to your work, and it's gonna mean that, but the interesting thing about this transformation is that it's coming through suddenly. It could be something that you didn't even expect to happen, but then all of a sudden it comes in and then the nature of things completely changes. And there definitely is a conclusion that comes with this change. I feel like the conclusion that comes with it is that it's saying that it could be a situation that changes and opens you up to other possibilities that also could be positive for you. Even if you don't see the positive aspect of it at the time when it's happening, this actually is something that it can have a positive outcome for you. It could create even a new sense of stability in your work. It could even mean that for some of you, I don't know why, but I'm really sensing intuitively that for some of you, you might be taking some time off work in the month of November. Maybe the time that you spend off work is for you to really contemplate about what it is that you are, how you're going to progress when it comes to your work in terms of these changes that have been made. So you might decide that, okay, I'm going to have a 2 week break and I'm going to think, okay, do I want to stay in this job? Do I want to move on to something else? Or do the changes that come, that are the changes that are coming in something that I can adjust to, or something that is going to just be just too maybe inconvenient for me or too difficult for me to deal with? But even with all that going on, I'm still feeling like the general feeling of these cards is that I can see that something is definitely changing in your work. You're going through a new cycle when it comes to your work, and this is destined to happen. But then I really feel like it can lead to something that can mean that you can move on to a happier state of being, but at the time I'm feeling like you may not be able to see that. It may not present itself like that instantly. So yes, when it comes to your relationships, there's something being revealed in your relationship. Something that you didn't, I think feelings are more being shared. For some people, I feel like these cards can apply to those that are single as well as those that are in a relationship. I feel like for those that are single, you may find out that somebody has feelings for you and might be deep feelings for you. And if you're looking for somebody, that might make you quite happy. it's almost like that person will want you to know. It could be somebody that's been like an admirer of yours for quite some time, and they've kind of kept it to themselves, and then all of a sudden it becomes revealed to you that, wow, this person has had all these feelings for all this time. If you are in a relationship, is saying that, um again, feelings may be expressed, things may become more apparent to you about this partnership. So there might be some revelation that you have that is to do with somebody that you're with. But this thing is something, again, that you didn't know about before for some reason. Like somehow it's been something that has been kept from you or been in the dark. And again, it's got to do with uh some kind of feelings being revealed or being shown. Um but still, it's not a bad thing. I think it's a good thing, because I think, a lot of the time when feelings come out, it can help us to connect with others on a deeper level. um Yeah, it can mean that. It can mean that something is sort of okay, you find out about it, and because you found out about it, it changes the nature of things, and then because it changes the nature of things, you can create something even better out of the situation. So if it's somebody that you are with, it's like when this revelation hits you, it's like, wow, like we can create something else now. We can we can be even more connected with each other. We can uh the relationship can become more intense, even more. There definitely is a greater sense of connection, I feel, with these cards, and things being more transparent in a relationship than they have been before. um when it comes to your spiritual cards, it says that you can manifest victories for yourself. That's kind of interesting for your spiritual cards. It's saying that kind of you are in the position to be in control in your life at this time. So if you may be feeling like you don't have control, it's saying that you very much are in control, and you can really manifest something that is really significant for you right now, that can be really rewarding for you. um so sort of the manifestation power is really coming through this month. So whatever you desire to do, Leo, go for it. Go for it, especially if it's to do with your work and career. It can really present itself to be something really really good this month. So use that energy, use that manifestation energy, that law of attraction energy, to go after what it is that you want, because you may actually find that success can come to you if you are prepared to put in the effort to bring it to you this month. So, okay, your soul coaching oracle card is, is there we go. Success. Ooh, look at you. Success fills my life in ways beyond my greatest expectation. Like I said, you can go after what you want this month. You have that manifestation power this month, and you can be successful in what you want to do. You can reach greater heights, and things that you have hoped for can be in your grasp. So use that energy, Leo. Okay, now we're moving on to Sagittarius. Let's see what's coming up for the Saggies this month. I'm hoping that I'm not going to lose all my light altogether, because I can see the sun is going down. So let's see what is coming through for you guys. Okay, and just like usual, I'll start off with your professional life, then your spiritual life. No, professional life, then your personal life, and then your spiritual life. And then I'm going to pick a soul coaching oracle card for you to serve as your advice card for this month. Now, when it comes to your work, what I'm seeing is that mm, I'm feeling like some of you guys might be like you've already started a job, but the job is kind of new to you. Like it's not a job that you've been in for a long time, some of you guys. And if you have been in and if you are in a job and you've been in a job for quite some time, it could be saying that you are going to be learning some new things when it comes to your job. Like there's some kind of training you might have to undergo. There's something that you have to do. It's almost like you are, it can even be like some people might be doing an apprenticeship, or if you're like in the States, an internship, something like that. Um, some people, when I look at these cards, it might even be that some people are working with children, doing some work with kids. Could even be in a school or something like that. And you might be the teacher, or you might be even practicing, you might even be studying to be a teacher. But these are really cards that are really reflecting learning, studying, um, working towards something, putting in a lot of the effort that it takes in order to gain something in a course or in some kind of, you know, learning environment. Um, it could even be for some people something from the past that you are returning to. So it might be that you are returning back into school, or university, something like that. And maybe you took a break before to work or to do something else, and now you're going back into it, and that will support your career. But what is saying this month, I think the general message that is coming through is that you are going to, this month you should focus on learning some skills that can really help you in developing and giving you either greater chances or making you even better in a profession that you want to be in. So, yes. And then when it comes to your relationship situation, it's saying that there could be some disappointments when it comes to a relationship. There could be some disappointments. So a relationship could potentially be ending for some of you guys. It could be like that. Or it could be just a situation where this person, you may feel a bit betrayed by someone else. But it's almost like when I look at these cards together, I don't get the idea that you're gonna be completely torn up by it. It might have been something that you could kind of see like that's kind of the way things was gonna go. And it's like you've kind, it's like you've accepted it, and you've kind of said, you know what, yeah, I'm gonna be by myself at this time, but I'm okay with that. Like I'm just gonna spend time doing what I enjoy doing. I'm just gonna spend time kind of thinking about me and kind of um trying to find a sense of fulfillment within my own life without this other person. So yeah, it could be that way. Or it could be a situation where if let's say there is some upset in the relationship but you're still in the relationship, you might then decide to be like, well, do you know what, I'm not going to focus on the heartbreak, I'm not going to focus on the upset, I'm just going to do what I need to do to feel better right now. And you might even decide to not separate with the person but just try to find a way of dealing with whatever upset has arisen by just kind of focusing more in on yourself. If you are single, it's saying that hmm that's interesting cards for the singles. It's saying that you might be wanting to for, it's weird, it's like a holding on card that is happening with the singles. It's saying that actually it's not even a holding on. I think it's more that you are, it's saying that you're stuck within your comfort zone. Some of you Sagittarius, you're stuck in your comfort zone and you're not open to new experiences or new people coming in. And because of that, it might mean that it's a slow progression for you to actually find somebody else. So if you are really desiring a partnership at this time, it's saying that you need to do things differently. You have to take more risks. You might have to actually expand your options, like broaden your options, like don't be so restricting or just sticking to people that you're used to, people that make you feel comfortable. Sometimes relationships sometimes the person that comes into your life can be so different, but then it doesn't mean that you and that person can't make a life together, or that you can't learn things from each other and complement each other um by the differences that the two of you have. So I'm feeling like it's telling you have to try some new ways to find someone if you really want to be in a relationship, Sagittarius, if you're single. When it comes to your spiritual life, it's saying that there's upheavals, and it's saying that, and I think that this card is really reflecting the cards that came up for your relationship situation. It's saying that there might be something that is going on that you are not entirely aware of when it comes to a partner or somebody that is in your life. It can mean that and that might be why in the relationship you feel a sense of betrayal, is because that person might have been keeping something from you or going behind your back in some kind of way, and you thought you could trust them and stuff, and you actually couldn't really, and then that's where the heartbreak comes in. And it's saying that you might have to go through some upheavals because of this situation, upheavals in relationship situations. And that might be a challenging experience, um but it's almost like you have to go through that process in order to kind of come to terms with what has happened. So spiritually, I'm seeing that there's going to be some challenges. It's probably going to come through the relationship situation, but it's going to be impacting you on this kind of more of an internal spiritual level. Okay, so yes, those are the, oh, I was about to say those are the fire signs. I forgot your cards. Ooh, silly me. It says flow. And it says the glory of the universe flows through me. To me, this card is about, like, when I see flow, it means go with the flow, go with the tides of life. Sometimes the tides can take us up, sometimes the tides can take us down. And you know what? It's hard when it goes down sometimes, but we have to deal with that. We have to go through that experience. It's challenging, but it's necessary on one level. We have to experience it for our soul's evolution. So it's saying maybe don't fixate on the things that are presenting difficulties for you right now. Try to know that this is only going to be happening for a time. The same way, the tide moves, the water goes up and down and it drifts away. Try to make problems and issues kind of drift like that. Don't hold on to things. Don't hold on to the stress and the burden and the upset. Let it go and just say that, you know what, this is something that I'm going through now, but um I'm not gonna let it stress me out or upset me or whatever. I'm just gonna let it pass. Let it go. Go with the flow. Okay then, I'll see you guys. Bye.